Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer. Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covering all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Washington, D.C. The JWHL Challenge Cup here at the MedStar Health Iceplex. It's starting lineup for the Shattuck St. Mary's 19U squad. Claire Clifford, Rika Heitzel, Julie Jaboskova, your Blue Liners, Vasily and DeBus in net. Number 35, Aaron Monk. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this contest underway, and we are perched up here in the top of the crow's nest, just off the side of the benches. The Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Benches are here on the near side, and the penalty boxes are on the far side, just like an NHL rink. It's Heitzel across the blue line, and coming in to get pinned in by the Riverhawks, picked up by Jaboskova, over here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus coming over right wing half wall. Sends it down behind the goal line looking for JJ. JJ going to muscle it off here to left wing corner. She's pinned in by one. Comes the second player in. Heitzel on the offensive side of it, picks it up. But the stuff went in the front door, smothered by the netminder of the Riverhawks. That's going to be number 30, Peterson. 16:27 to go here in the first period, and the Sabres go for the line change. Headed out there now for the Sabres is going to be Kate Watson, Graby, and Cinnamon Weaver up front. Blue Liners are going to be Sergeant Schultz and Allie McIntosh. Faceoff goes to the left wing circle in the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders. And the Sabres are wearing their away jerseys. It's going to be all maroon on the jerseys and socks. Going to be black around the shoulder bands with white trim. White and black striping around the armbands, waist, and socks. Shells are black. Helmets are black. Gloves are going to be black with maroon trim. In the left wing corner, Watson going to dig it out of the wall. Looks to head man it up to the boards. Nope, pulls it back down low, drops it down low for Weaver. Weaver to Gravy. Just sauced over by Gravy's stick here to the right point, picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh going to send one over to Gravy. Intercepted there by Urquhart. Picked up by Watson. First one-timer, saved by Peterson. Rebound to the far side. Picked up by number 6, Thomas, who drops it back down low for Somerville. Out to the point, kept in by Schultz. Schultz hitting to Weaver. Back to Somerville. Weaver gets pinned in, knocked off the puck. Watson going to kick it to her, back to Weaver on the far side left wing corner. And Riverhawks going to send it over here to the near side. Dug out of the boards by Matthews. Cut off by Gravy. Kept in there by McIntosh. Fires one forward. Tipped by Watson. Going to be smothered by Peterson at 15:34 to go. The Riverhawks, Rothesay Netherwood School out of Canada. The Riverhawks is their team mascot. Wearing their home white jerseys with white socks. Going to have the dark green along the shoulder pads. A double green piping around the armbands, waist, and socks. Shells are going to be green with a double white stripe. Helmets are white with a green stripe right down the middle. Gloves are going to be black, or gloves are going to be green with white trim. On the far side, play broken up there by Karami. Over to Stamp, who runs into the girl from the Riverhawks. Picked up by Monaco, sliding out of neutral zone. It's going to be sent in the zone offsides, and tag back up is going to be the Riverhawks. Down behind the net of Monk is going to be collected by Karami. Karami, left wing corner, breaks it out to Wallander. Wallander back to Karami. Bouncing it up over the board towards Monaco. Monaco got the inside step. Monaco comes in, right face off that, cuts back to the middle, looks the fire shot. Blocked by Bettel in the left wing corner. Drops it down low for Stamp. Stamp trying to get it to Wallner. Picked up by the Riverhawks. Backhanded here to the near side. Kept in by Karami. Slams one back behind the net of Peterson. Picked up here by number 18, Culligan. Going to backhand over to the far side for Bettel. Bettel going to headman it out of the zone for Dawson. Drop off here with center line for Bettel. Bettel in front of Karami. Try to send one between the legs of Ava towards Monk. She's going to make the save. And we'll get a whistle as Bettel comes in, put pressure on it at 14:39. There are 2 Bettels on this team, number 8 and number 19. I'm assuming they're related. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Watson on your draw. It'll be Sanderstrom and Silliman in the slot. Blue liners are going to be DeBus and Vasily. DeBus getting a draw there in the right wing corner for Vasily. Send it up to the point for Sanderstrom. Sanderstrom back into the hands of Watson. Watson pushes it out of zone, and it's collected by Bettel. Thrown inside here, top of the right left wing circle is going to be Silliman on the forecheck now. Here comes the Riverhawks here to the near side, left to right. Bounces one off of Bob. Towards the blue line, kept in by DeBus. Back along the boards for Sanderstrom. Sanderstrom out to Silliman. Cut off there by the Riverhawks right in front of us. Sent back down on the left wing corner on the far side for Gauguin. Intercepted by Silliman, but it's going to go off her skates and out of the zone for DeBus. And DeBus going to fire one right back in off the skates of the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Shanahan throws it far side. Coming in is going to be Sergeant Schultz. Knocks it loose in front of the red line. Back over to the far side for Heitzel. Heitzel pulls one forward, dragging one into the zone. Nope. Cut off by the Riverhawks on the far side. Pushed up the ice, back in the hands of Julie Jaboskova. Jaboskova at center, going to push one across the backhand. Now comes inside the zone, high in the slot. Fires a shot, saved by Peterson. No rebound given at 13:42 to go here in period number 1. Faceoff going to make its way to the left wing circle. In the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders, it'll be Jaboskova along with Clifford flanking Heitzel at center. Blue liners are going to be Schultz and McIntosh. Faceoff won by Heitzel to JJ. Out to the point for Schultz. Schultz bounces towards the wall. Try to send one in the corner for Clifford. Intercepted by Somerville. On the far side in front of Schultz. Thrown all the way down behind the net of Monk. Monk going to slow it up. Sends it back over to the right wing half wall far side. Somerville slams it back into the corner for Bettel. Out to the point. Knocked down by Somerville. Here comes Heitzel on the defense, or Jimmy Joseph on the defensive side, offensive side of things. Some of my offense from my defense, folks. Out to the right point. Kept in by the Riverhawks. Top of the right circle in front of McIntosh. Look to fire a shot. Saved by Monk. No rebound given at 13:12 to go here in period number 1. Faceoff goes into the right wing circle to the left of Monk's glove. Sabres go for the line change. It'll be Watson along with Weaver and Gravy up front. It'll be Nemke and Karame on D. Nemke heads at a half wall. Gravy going to take your draw. It'll be Watson and Karame in the slot in the I formation, and Weaver off that left post. Right wing corner draw. Wrapping it out here to the near side. Out of the zone it goes. It's going to be Weaver in a foot race here against Shanahan. Hitting the brakes against Shanahan up the far side. Coming in is Watson. Makes Weaver and Watson. Poke check by Gravy. Picked up by the Riverhawks. Here they come one-on-one in front of Karame. Going to get the inside position. Down bottom of the right circle. Fires a shot over the shoulder of Monk, and in it goes. At 12:53 to go here in the first period. And that'll be a Riverhawks goal. Scored by number 10, Urquhart. And the Riverhawks take the early lead. we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup out there now will be Stamp along with Monaco and Wallander up front. It'll be DeBus and Vasily on D from right to left. Monaco on your draw against Dawson. Monaco kicks it back into the hands of Vasily, who sends it over to DeBus. DeBus right up to Monaco. Monaco slams one off the boards. Inside the zone it goes. Down to the right wing corner. On the forecheck is Wallander. Monaco just past her, pinching in hard as DeBus. Bouncing puck, top of the left circle, far side. Dawson going to carry it out wide right, met by Vasily. Chipped into behind the right wing corner. Stamp coming down low. Bodied it loose. Going to be Stamp picked up by the Riverhawks in the left wing corner. Swing and a miss by DeBus. Out towards Vasily. Right wing side, Monaco swings on it. Back in the hands of the Riverhawks. Bottom of the right circle, fire a shot. Saved by Monk. Rebound in the right wing corner for DeBus. Bouncing off the back of the net. Back in the hands of the Riverhawks. Trying to play catch and trying to play from Gretzky's office. Back behind the net. Going to work. DeBus right to left. Picked up here by the Riverhawks. Back behind the net. Coming in. Try to stuff one on the short side. Saved by Monk. Up over the net of Monk in the left wing side for Wallander. Breaking out is Monaco. We're going to get a penalty on Sabres. Vasily going to the sin bin along with one of the girls from the Riverhawks. So both of them ahead of the box. It'll be Bettel and Vasily. Roughing is the call and high sticking is the call. So it'll be Bettel in the first period. Bettel, 12:03 for the rough. And Vasily for the high stick at 12:03. Offsetting penalties, it'll be 5-on-5 hockey. Those two will get out at 2 minutes and a whistle, so 10:03 and then a whistle. Your lineup out there now is going to be Javoskova along with Heitzel and Clifford. Your blue liners are going to be McIntosh and Schultz. McIntosh, left to right as she reverses the ice behind Sonnenberg. Throws the breakout pass far side. Stepping in is going to be Javoskova. Puck slides out in the hands of Heitzel. Heitzel over to Clifford here to the near side. Zone entry. Top of the right shoulder comes down low. Fires a shot. Shot blocked up front for Heitzel. Heitzel fires the backhand shot. Rebound out for JJ. JJ fires one. Blocked by the Riverhawks. They collapse into the middle of the net here. They should be picking up all they can here, the Sabres, from the outside. Knocked out of the, not kept in by Heitzel. Heitzel, top of the right circle, chips it over to Javoskova. Javoskova fires a shot. Blocker save. Juicy rebound to Clifford. Left wing face of that. Clifford fires a shot. Saved by Peterson. Redirected in the left wing corner. Collected by the Riverhawks, number 13. Thrown back behind the net here to the near side. Somerville pushes it up to the half wall. Smith chips it past Nemke. Cliff Dog on the back check here. Poke check loose by Claire. Knocked loose by Nemke in front of the Sabre benches. Back to Clifford. Clifford. Cross ice pass for Heitzel. Heitzel with a step. Trying to headman it to Javoskova. JJ unable to collect the loose change, and it's going to be number 6 on the far side, Thomas. Cut off by Silliman. We're going to pull it in and out of the zone for the offsides at 10:55 to go here in the first period. Face-off going to be just outside the zone and by the penalty boxes. Then your lineup out there now will be Monaco on your draw. Sanderstrom and Silliman right and left. Face-off won by Monaco. Back to Karame. Karame and Nemke just in the neutral zone. Nemke slams one forward. Knocked down by Silliman. Picked up by the Riverhawks. And it'll be Nemke over to Karame. Karame in front of her own blue line. Out to Sanderstrom. Tip forward for Monaco. Monaco heads in the left wing corner. Comes down low. Fires one trying to get it over to Silliman. Was crashing on the back door. Picked up by Sanderson. Sent one to net. Directed by Peterson in the left wing corner. Monaco in a foul. And here she knocks the girl off the puck. But loose change collected by the Riverhawks blue line. Collected over Karame. Karame to Monaco. Monaco to Silliman. And the puck slides into the right wing corner. Picked up here to the near side. Underhill. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Fired forward by DeBus. Back in the hands of the Riverhawks. Culligan, who was intercepted by Silliman. Silliman tried to fire one. Bouncing out to the high point for Gravy. Gravy first shot. Puck is loose up front. Finally smothered by Peterson. And we're going to get a whistle at 10:19 as Monaco came crashing in for the second look opportunity. But Peterson smothering it before anybody can get a stick on it from the Sabres. 10:19 to go here in the period. And a face-off into the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Your lineup out there now will be Watson on your draw, along with Weaver in the slot, Gravy on the half wall. Blue liners are going to be DeBus and Schultz. Left wing corner. Weaver coming in. Popped it loose. Collected by Dawson. Off the skates of Weaver. Gravy along with Watson pinching left and right. Out to the point for Sergeant Schultz. Knocked up in the air by Thomas. Or Gauguin. Going down. DeBus comes in. Top of the fires a shot. Blocker saved by Monk. Directed into the netting and out of play at 9:56 to go here in the first period. So the Vasily and Bettel will rejoin society after paying their debt, and they head back to the benches. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. It'll be Gravy on your draw. DeBus makes her way over to the right wing half wall. Sergeant Schultz down in the I formation behind Graby. Watson and then Weaver in the slot. Dawson versus Graby. Graby wins the draw, slamming it out his own between the legs of the Riverhawk. No icing as it's waved off me. Weaver on the forecheck here. Slam around here to the near side. Shanahan pushing up the boards. Cut off by Kate Watson. Watson, right wing Hasbrook. Comes down low. Cuts back down low. Pucked in the slot. Sliding out to the point for Vasily. Vasily trying to fire one. Shot blocked by the Riverhawks. Back on the far side. Gauguin trying to push it out of the zone. She does in the hands of Dawson. Dawson trying to chip one right to left. Wrapping it around here to the near side. Vasily coming in against Kennedy. Picked up loose change for Watson. Watson trying to shovel it back to Vasily. She does. Left wing corner. Vasily going to pull it back behind the net of Monk to slow things up and set it up. Breaks it out to the far side for Stamp. Stamp pushing it up the board. Try to use Bob. Knocked down by Dawson. Picked up here. Somerville cutting back is going to be Smith. Here comes the Riverhawks out of zone. Met by Warner. Warner poke checks it forward. It's going to slide here to the near side into the hands of Underhill. Underhill trying to break it out towards Smith. Bodied off the puck by Monaco. Picked up by Nemke, who's going to cut back inside her own zone. Up to Stamp. Stamp tied up. Coming in is Wallner. Wallner over to Monaco. Monaco across the blue line. Carries it in wide right. Puck protection backhand. Looks to fire the backhand shot. Just missing wide right as Monaco picks the puck up back behind the net. Sends it over to Wallner. Wallner out to the point for Karame. Karame bounces out to the far side. Chips it down low. Monaco coming in against Underhill. Popped it loose for Sophia. Sophia muscling it over here against Somerville. Back to Jaboskova. JJ trying to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Somerville. Back to Monaco. Monaco over to Jaboskova. Jaboskova bottom of the field. Fires a shot. Shot blocked by number 96 Zealand. Far side Karame pinching in. Here comes Wallner. Pins it in. Loose change for Karame. Swatted away by the Riverhawks into the hands of Somerville. Somerville in her own slot. Off the stick of Jaboskova. She ties it up. Here comes JJ. Head of the net is Heitzel. JJ toe drag to the middle. Off the backhand poke check by Somerville. Picked up here to the near side for Rika. Heitzel going to work against Smith. Rika going to win that battle here on the right wing Hasbrook. Pulls it out to the faceoff dot. And she got her pocket picked by Urquhart. Urquhart on the far side against Karame. Just across the zone. Top of the right circle. Firing a shot. Shot blocked by Karame. Into the netting and out of play it goes at 7:58 remaining here in period number 1. As we make our way into the left wing circle, I'm going to make that the right wing circle. The Sabres get the line change in. They complete the line change. It's going to be Graby, Watson, and Weaver up front. DeBus and Vasily on D. Graby going to take your draw. Make that Watson on your draw. Vasily coming in the right wing corner. D-to-D pass behind the net for DeBus. DeBus reversing ice over to the far side for Vasily. Creating some space. Chips one forward to Weaver. Weaver just in front of the blue line. No offsides, it's good. Poke check forward by Graby. Tied up there by the Riverhawks. Pitching it hard is going to be Vasily. For Watson in the high slot. Watson coming in. A little miscommunication with Weaver. Watson going to pick it back up. She had a great A opportunity. And off the shin guards of the Riverhawks, Matthews. Out of the zone it goes for Heitzel. We got a penalty coming up here on the Riverhawks. Backhanded in the zone by Graby and be touched up there by the Riverhawks as Silliman came in there, or Weaver came in. 7:26 to go here in period number 1. And the Rothesay Netherwood Riverhawks headed to the sin bin, number 18 in the box. I did not see the call, folks, as what he called them for. But at 7:26, we got ourselves a power play. This power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots, the best fresh cut fries this side of the Swains River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Nemke over to Jaboskova. Bottom left circle. Fires a shot. Saved by Peterson. Juicy rebound back out to JJ. Heitzel running point. Jaboskova running left flank. And Nemke here on the near side. Nemke right circle over to Heitzel. Walking it in high slot. Comes down low. Fires a shot. Over the crossbar. Rebound in the left wing corner for Jaboskova on the far side. Down in front of that is going to be Clifford and Wallner. Back to the point for Heitzel. Heitzel at Nemke. Nemke here to the near side. Walking in right face off dot. Fires one towards the net. Picked up by Claire Clifford. Collapsed down by 4. Clifford fires one wide left. And Jaboskova looking for the backdoor play, but unable to convert. Wallner here to the near side. $1:17 to go on there. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Heitzel to Wallner, who fires a shot. Glove saved by Peterson. No rebound given at 6:37 to go here in period number 1. And there's a $1:11 to go on the Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Face-off goes here to the near side. Right wing circle draw. It's going to be Graby along with Watson and Monaco up front. Karame and DeBus from left to right on D, just out of frame. Watson on your draw. Monaco in the slot. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Down behind the goal line. Met by Shanahan. Puck slides off of Monaco's stick towards the front of the net of Peterson. It's collected by Graby. Off the stick of DeBus. It's going to slide out of the zone. Graby going to collect it. And the Sabres got to regroup. Far side. Karame going. Sabres touch back up. Karame carrying it in left wing corner. Met by 1. She hits the brakes and watch him fly right by. 53 seconds to go on there. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. It's Graby controlling and sends it out to Karame at the left point. Karame over to DeBus, here to the near side. DeBus walking it in. Over to Karame, high slot. Karame, first shot. Shot blocked by Bettel. She loses her stick in the process. Karame picks it up. Down low looking for Watson. Off the end boards to Monaco. Monaco here to the near side. 35 seconds to go. Monaco comes in, high slot. Fires a shot over the glove and the crossbar. Looks like Peterson got a piece of it. 5:55 to go. 27 seconds. Karame trying to set one down right into the hands of Shanahan, and it's going to be pushed forward. Shanahan against Karame. Monaco on the back check. Karame going to take her in the right wing corner. Poke check loose by Grady. Kipped up by Shanahan. Back in the hands of Monaco. Monaco couldn't get a handle on it. Finally cleared down by the Riverhawks. Down in the right wing corner will be DeBus going to get it. Watson looking for the breakout pass. Stamp up here on the far goes streaking across. Bouncing off the boards. Coming in is Karame. Punches it forward to Stamp. Stamp going to try to send one in, and it's collected by Lace. Lace goes up the boards. Off the stick of Stamp. Picked up by Watson. Poke checked out of the zone by Dawson. Collected by the McIntosh of the Sabres. Dropping it back to Sergeant Schultz. We are even strength at 5:17. Thrown right into the hands of the Riverhawks. The interception is dumped in down behind the net of Monk. And it's going to be collected by McIntosh right to left. Looking to reverse the ice. Sealing up the wall down low as Riverhawks. Right on Devil's door. Furnace shot. Saved by Monk. Puck is loose in the blue paint. And we're going to get a pile up on the interstate as Monk falls on top of it at 5:03 to go here in period number 1. And an offensive zone draw for the Riverhawks. Face-off going to go to the right wing circle. Everybody stays pat for their lineups. Out there now, it's going to be Silliman along with Sanderstrom in the slot. Stamp on your draw. Face-off one for Lace. And then for the Riverhawks, your blue liners are going to be Schultz and McIntosh. Down bottom of the right circle, we're going to get a whistle there. I did not see the indication as the call. Looks like he's calling a hand pass. Yeah, it's a hand pass I think he called. And we're going to make that one just out of the zone here at 4:55. It'll be Stamp on your draw. Sanderson and Silliman flanking left and right. Face-off one back to Schultz. Schultz over to McIntosh. McIntosh, top left circle here to the near side. Cross-ice pass, trying to hit Stamp. Intercepted by Bettel. Firing a shot towards Monk. Monk going to play it. Down low for Schultz. Almost. There was a miscommunication there. Here to the near side for Silliman. Silliman looks for the cross-ice pass. Into the hands of Somerville as active sticks by the Riverhawks. Poke checked around Schultz. Picked up here, far side. Trying to saucer pass, intercepted by Sergeant Schultz. Schultz right to left, trying to push it up the ice to Silly. Out left wing hash marks now. Silliman going to get to the blue line, sauces it up just over the stick of Sanderson towards Peterson, who's going to have to smother it, and we'll get a whistle at 4:19 to go here in period number 1. And an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Sabres. After this period, folks, we are going to get an ice cut because this game started on dirty ice. They cut the ice every 2 periods here at 19U Women's Hockey. Out there now is going to be Wallander along with Clifford. And we've got a penalty on number 8. Boy, am I missing the penalties here, folks. At 4:19, the Sabres are back on the one-man advantage. I'm not sure what the penalty was. But this power play is brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says. Eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations. One in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks. They're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now is going to be Nemke, along with Wallander here on the near side. Nemke goes cross ice for Jaboskiba. Back out to Heitzel at the point. Clifford in front of the net along with Wallander. Coming in, Nemke, first shot blocked by the Riverhawks. They're going to clear it down as they collapsed in front of the net. There was 3 white jerseys in front of Peterson, creating a lot of traffic, but the shot never made it through. It's Heitzel on the top of the right circle, far side. Cross ice here to the near side for Nemke. Nemke enters the zone, right wing circle. Comes down, Leonard, pass it friendly for Clifford. Knocked away by Somerville into the hands of Jaboskiba. Left wing hash marks now. Over to Nemke. Nemke, top of the right circle, hits Heitzel. Heitzel, over to JJ. JJ, back to Nemke. Nemke, first shot. That's going to be a Sabres power play goal! Let's check the replay, folks. That was tic-tac-toe. It'll be Nemke. Over to Heitzel. Heitzel to JJ. JJ back to Nemke, who fires one in. And we've got ourselves a tie game at 3:21 to go here in the period. Nemke from JJ and Heitzel. Nemke from JJ and Heitzel on the one-man advantage at 3:21 here in period number 1 to get this contest tied back up. As we make our way back out to center ice, it's going to be Weaver, Watson, and Graby up front. DeBus and Vasily on D. Behind the net of Monk. Vasily left to right. Rips one around the far side for Graby. Digging one onto the wall. McKenzie sends one forward. Intercepted by Somerville. Thrown back behind the net of Monk. Wrapping it around here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus trying to chip it out to Weaver. Sealing up the wall is going to be the Riverhawks. Out to Weaver, finally pushing it up the boards. Matthews cuts it off. Weaver chips one out of the zone, and it's going to go into the Sabre benches, and we're going to get a whistle at 2:54 to go here in period number 1. Your lineup out there now stays the same all the way across the board for the Sabres. Watson tied up there. The puck slid back to DeBus. DeBus over to Vasily in the zone for McGravy. Gravy, bad bounce off the stanchions, picked up by the Riverhawks, and down to the corner for Watson. Watson, left wing corner, battling it out with Shanahan. Picked back up by Watson. Watson, bottom left circle, tied up by 2. Back Watson, puck like glue, fired a shot, saved by Lace. Picked back up by the Riverhawks on the far side, and it's going to be Shanahan going to break one out here to Kennedy, and Kennedy in against DeBus, going to throw one in the right wing corner, playing some area hockey. Bettle coming in against Vasily. Vasily trying to knock it loose. Watson comes in on the defensive side of it now. Muscled off the puck for DeBus. DeBus chips one out of his own over the stick of Shanahan. That puck's going to slide down. And we're going to get our first icing of the game. At 2:14 to go here in period number 1. We're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off goes into the left wing circle. To the right of Aaron Monk. Sabres complete the line change. It's Monaco on your draw. Nemke on the half wall. It'll be Stamp and Wallner along with Karame in the slot. Monaco against Dawson. On the face-off. Referee having some instructions. Monaco wins it over to Nemke, left wing corner, behind the net back. Behind the net pass to Karame. Karame hits the brakes, chips it back over to Nemke. Nemke sends one cross ice for Stamp. Up off the boards, picked up here by the Culligan, thrown out his own towards Monaco, picked up by Bettle, makes a move, poke check by Wallner, but it's picked back up by Bettle, backhanding one forward, collected by Kennedy into the hands of Stamp. Stamp hits Monaco here to the near side in front of the benches of the Riverhawks. Monaco collects it, goes far side for Wallner. Wallner hides in the slot, makes a move to the outside, bottom of the circle, fires a shot, saved by Peterson into the inboards, left wing corner for Stamp. On with Gravy, offensive side of it, Monaco in the slot. Back to Stamp, left wing corner, chips it down low for Wallner, tied up there by Culligan, pinching in hard is going to be Karame. Karame and Bettle battling it out. Stamp on the offensive side. Wallner cycling down low. Over to Wallner she goes. Monaco covering D. Wallner, left wing circle. Poke check free by the Riverhawks. Picked back up by Monaco. Is going to send one behind the net. Wrapping around here to the near side with a $1.23. And it's collected by the Riverhawks who go D to D behind the net. It's Wallner on the forecheck now. Wallner, left wing corner, gets pinned in by Culligan. Monaco trying to grab it. She does. She gets bounced off the puck. Picked up here to the near side by the Riverhawks. Somerville has to be Dawson thrown away by the Riverhawks into the hands of Karame. Karame curls around her forehand, makes her miss. It's going to be Karame coming across with Jaboskova. Karame hung up there, no call on the hooking. Picked back up by the Riverhawks, number 19, Culligan. Bettle, out of the zone for Heitzel. Towards Schultz. Schultz up to Jaboskova. JJ makes a move around Culligan, left wing side. JJ coming in. Clifford heads to the right post. Heitzel high slide. Saved by Peterson. Puck is loose in front of the net. And still going to battle it out there, but we're going to get a whistle as Peterson smothers it at 43.3 seconds to go here in period number 1. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. It'll be Jaboskova, Heitzel, and Clifford up front. Sargent, Schultz, and McIntosh on D. It'll be Urquhart against Heitzel on the draw. Face-off one for Sabre, for the Riverhawks, out to the point. Knocked down by Schultz. Schultz battling it out with Thomas. Finally muscled out of zone by the Riverhawks. And it's collected by McIntosh. McIntosh over here to the near side for JJ. JJ forward to Heitzel. Heitzel top of the right circle. Drops over JJ. Final one-timer. Glove saved by Peterson. No rebound given as she flashes the lever at 24.3 seconds to go. And we got ourselves a face-off inside the zone, right wing circle. Heitzel on your draw, Clifford in the slot. And JJ on the forecheck. Lace, fans on it, picked up by JJ. Lost it off her stick here to Matthews, coming in as Heitzel. Heitzel going to dig it out there, top of the right circle along the half wall. Cuts back, makes a move towards the middle. Hits Clifford on the far side, intercepted by Somerville. Out of the zone it goes, Urquhart against Schultz. She's going to chip one around her far side. Going to be 3-on-2 in the right wing corner. McIntosh, reverse hit there, knocks off the Riverhawk girl. 1 second to go, and we're going to get that's the end of the first period. So at the end of 1, it's 1-1 here at MedStar Health Capitals Iceplex. As we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by D'Amato's Bakery and Subs in Chicago, Illinois on Grand Avenue in May. D'Amato's Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get yourself a sub sandwich, a loaf of Italian bread, some Sicilian pizza, a sfogliatelle, some Italian cookies, Boy, it's all good there, folks. Enjoy the intermission. It is the ice cut intermission, so go get yourself a beer. It's 12:30 in the Midwest. Come on back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the second period is going to be Cece along with Heitzel and JJ up front. Blue liners are going to be DeBus and Vasily. Aaron Monk has the net, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. Face off down here to the near side, make it the far side. In the left wing circle to the right of Monk, there was 17 minutes on the clock to get this second period underway. It'll be Heitzel on your draw. Cece and JJ stacked in the I formation here right in front of the slot with Vasily out to the point. Looking to fire one wide right is going to be the Riverhawks. Up here to the near side. Picked up by Matthews, cut off by Vasily. Puck slides behind the goal line for DeBus. Throws one up the shingles in front of Monk. Looks to fire a shot, is going to be Urquhart. Saved by Monk, into the left wing corner it goes. JJ going to tie it up. Here comes Heitzel for support. Heitzel going to slam one over here to the near side. That was DeBus on that forecheck, or back check rather. Picked up by Culligan down behind the goal line. It's DeBus in the left wing corner now. Knocked off the puck by the Riverhawks. Picked up here by DeBus. They're trying to muscle one towards Cliff Dog. Back in the left wing corner here for DeBus at 16-20. DeBus, right wing circle here to the near side. Puck's ice is a little weapon, makes the breakout pass to Heitzel. Heitzel over to Clifford. Right wing circle, Heitz comes in. Clifford fires a shot, juicy rebound in the slot, picked up by Rika. Rika left wing faceoff, that comes down center pass for Clifford. Looking for her, out to the point it goes, picked up by McIntosh, going to slam one into the corner. Met by Heitzel, D-to-D pass here to the near side for the Riverhawks. Out to the left point. Here comes the Riverhawks, goes cross ice. Here top of the right circle. Coming in over to the near side, saved by Monk, directed up in the netting and out of play it goes at 15:51. We'll get a face-off in the left wing circle to the right of Monk. Your lineup out there now will be McIntosh on the half wall. Watson going to take your draw. Sergeant Schultz down in the I formation behind Watson. Weaver and Gravy in the slot. Dawson versus Watson. Picked up by the Sabres. Schultz goes spinning around. Back up to the half wall, out towards Gravy. Or Weaver, kicked up here by Somerville, who sends it over here D-to-D to Lace. Firing a shot. Save and blocked by Schultz. Picked up by Gravy. Gravy lost it off her stick. They're going to pick it back up. Sends it over to Schultz. Schultz at center. She's got Weaver breaking. Off the stick of Lace. Picked up here by McIntosh. Right wing half wall in front of the penalty boxes. Pushing it forward. Right wing side. Sent over here D-to-D. It's going to be the chipped in Gorbatenko style to Nam Nemke. Nemke picks it up. Over to Gravy here to the near side. Met by Bell, gets slammed on the wall by Gravy. Bell didn't like that. She threw a shot back in the face of Gravy. Loose change behind the net for Nemke. Up off the boards to Weaver. Tipped out of the zone. Picked up by the Riverhawks going D-to-D here to the near side. Pushing it forward is going to be Gauguin. Down behind the goal line for McIntosh. Right to left behind Mike. Cycles it over here to Nemke. Nemke up here to the boards to Gravy. Gravy back, pulling it down behind the goal line. Right to left. Gravy goes on the far side. Now bottom left circle. Sends it over to Weaver. Weaver trying to push one on his own. 4 girls on that puck. Weaver at the blue line, couldn't get it out into the hands of McIntosh now. McIntosh left wing corner, hits the brakes, sends one over to Watson. Watson, top of the show, push one out to Weaver. Weaver unable to clear. Out to McIntosh off her stick, kept in by the Riverhawks. 2-on-1 towards the net. Back checking is McIntosh. Fires one over Monk's head. Rebound off the end boards here to the near side. Picked up by Culligan, looks to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Gravy. Bouncing puck, kicked to McIntosh. McIntosh sends it forward to Gravy. Gravy just in front of the Sabre blue line, Sabre bench, just sends one into the zone. Left wing corner for Watson on the forecheck now. Riverhawks trying to break it out. Pulling it back is Underhill. She goes D-to-D here to the near side. Intercepted by Wallander. Fires a shot over the net. And rebound on the far side. Picked off by Stamp. Stamp looking for Wallander. Coming in is Monaco on a forecheck against Underhill. Monaco going to try to pick her pocket. She does. Somebody call the cops. Highway robbery in broad daylight. Monaco drops it off for Nemke. Nemke to Stamp. Stamp to Monaco. Monaco tries to fire. Shot blocked by the Riverhawks. Here they come out on his own. 2-on-2 at Monaco. Stamp back checking. Chipped into the left wing corner. Nemke going to collect it at 13:50. And the Sabres going to try to break it out fast. Fan on it is going to be Nemke. Coming in is going to be number 6, Thomas. Picked off by Nemke. Nemke to Stamp. Off her stick. It goes out of the zone. Into the hands of Shanahan. Poke check by Stamp. Puck slides into the right wing corner. Lace against Stamp. Monaco on the defensive side of things. Coming in is going to be Urquhart against Monaco. She curls around. Monaco stuffs it up to Stamp. Stamp, right wing corner, back to Monaco in front of blue paint. Picked off by Shanahan. Dropping it off right wing corner for Lace. Collapsed down by Stamp. Monaco back checking along with Wallander. Out of the zone it goes here to the near side. Vasily in front against Thomas. Far side looking to come in as battle. Fire shot. Saved by Monk. Juicy rebound here to the near side for Monaco. Chipped forward by Lace. Picked up by Thomas. Knocked free by Vasily, who's going to Gorbatenko flip one out to center. Traveling all to the far side. Shanahan comes over, cross ice, pass to Thomas. Chipped into the far side for Vasily. Vasily against Kennedy. Vasily slams it over here to the near side. DeBus comes trucking down by the Zamdors to get it. DeBus cut off by Dawson. Heitzel picks up the loose change. Bottom of the right circle. Heitzel going to carry it up far side. She's got Sullivan and Satterstrom. Had her choices. Over to Silly, far side. Swatted away by Shanahan. Heitzel picks her pocket. Cuts back around Dawson. Makes a move around Shanahan. Heitzel, right face off that. Gets to her forehand. Comes back. Fires the backhand shot off the back of the net. Rebound in the hands of Rika in the left wing corner. Rika going to work here to the near side against Dawson. Cuts back left wing corner. Unable to clear is going to be the Riverhawks. Satterstrom comes in at SF2. And it's going to be picked up by the Riverhawks now. Off the stick of Sullivan. Picked up here by Kennedy against McIntosh. Fires one wide left of Monk. Puck off the back of the net for Sergeant Schultz, who bashes one in the left wing corner. Kennedy going to work. They're trying to overload in front of the net. Watson comes in. Popped it loose towards Kennedy. Bettle in front of the net. Couldn't get it to her. Is going to be sliding over here to the Zamdors for McIntosh. Cut off there. McIntosh, good body position. Boxing out. Puck slides out to the point. Between the legs is going to be Somerville. Makes a move around McIntosh. Watson comes in and pop it free. Bettle sends one back in the corner for Somerville. Watson on the defensive side. Here comes McIntosh. McIntosh slammed Watson in the wall. Watson in the process slams Somerville into the wall. Right wing corner it goes. Zeeland coming in. Watson going to drag it far to the left wing corner. And 11:44 to go. Watson, left wing hash marks now. Bounces one up off the glass over the head of Silliman and the defender, number 7, Underhill. And picked up by the Riverhawks, but sent back over to Underhill. Underhill headmans it up here to the inside the zone for Thomas. Picked off by McIntosh. McIntosh going to put Zeeland in the wall. Bottom of the circle. It's tied up front with Smith by Sergeant Schultz to Gravy. Gravy going to bounce one around Culligan. Up to Weaver. It's Weaver in a one-on-one. Weaver going to carry it wide right. Gravy left. Weaver goes right side, fires one wide right behind the net of Peterson. Picked up here by Underhill. Slammed over to left wing corner. Going to be collected by Gravy. Gravy to Karame. Fires a shot. Wide right. Looking for Weaver on the tip and redirect out to the point for Nemke. Nemke down low for Weaver. Weaver right to left. Trying to help out is going to be Watson on the defensive side of things in the slot. Gravy high F3. Puck slides over to the far side. Smith trying to fire one out. Knocked down by the Sabres. Weaver back into the corner looking for Gravy. Gravy coming in. Picks the pocket of Zeeland. Gravy right wing hash marks. Try to cycle one down low for Weaver. Intercepted by the Riverhawks. And here comes Culligan. Cut off by Watson. Back in the hands of Nemke. Nemke goes up the ice. Off the skate of Gravy. It's going to be Sullivan in a foot. Weaver in a foot race. Weaver left wing side. Right wing side cut off by Shanahan. Here comes JJ. Shanahan makes a move around Jaboskova. Cuts back and throws it away all the way down. No icing. It's waved off. It'll be picked up by Nemke at 10:26 here to go in period number 2. Nemke up to Heitzel. Heitzel at center looking for Jaboskova. Clifford joins the rush. JJ right side fires a shot off the crossbar. Rebound here to the near side. Coming in is Clifford. Out of the zone it goes. Collected by the Riverhawks. Poke check by Karame. Intercepted by DeBus. Top of the right circle. Unable to get a piece of it is going to be DeBus. Thomas knocked it free. Collected by Heitzel. And here comes the Sabres over to Clifford. Clifford going to try to muscle one forward to Rika. Rika comes in. Left wing side. Fires across the right hand backhand. Saved by Peterson. Try to stuff it in as Clifford. And another save by Peterson at 9:57 to go here in period number 2. And we'll get another offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. Face-off lineup out there now is going to be Stamp, Monaco, and Wallner. Vasily and DeBus on D. Monaco on your draw. Face-off won by Monaco. Wallner fires one quick shot blocked by the Riverhawks. On the forecheck is Monaco and Stamp here to the near side. Stamp on the defensive side of Monaco on the left wing corner. Monaco try to get spin back around. Stamp cuts it off. Back to Monaco. Monaco battling it out with the net along with Stamp. Monaco tied up, picked up in the right wing corner by the Riverhawks, breaking it out to the far side against DeBus. Chip forward, cut off by DeBus, trying to muscle it forward. Back in the is going to be picked up by Kennedy. Monaco on the back check now. Fired one forward, saved by Monk. Rebound for DeBus. DeBus chips one out of the zone past Wallner. That puck's going to be on edge and slide all the way down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 9:25 to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes to the right of Monk in the left wing circle. Your lineup out there now is going to be Clifford along with Heitzel and Jaboskova. Schultz down in the I formation. And McIntosh on the half wall. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Cut off by Cece into the slot for McIntosh. McIntosh picks up the loose change. She's got JJ on her right. Alley walks it in left wing side. Clifford high F3. Heitzel coming in. And Peterson going to smother it as McIntosh follows up. And at 9:12 to go here in the second, we get an offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres to the left wing circle. It'll be JJ, Heitzel, and Clifford up front. Sergeant Schultz and McIntosh on D. From left to right, into the slot. JJ trying to drag one forward. Knocked loose by the Riverhawks. Pulling back around is going to be Culligan. Culligan on the near side against Clifford. Out towards Heitzel. Sauce across. Blocked, tipped away by Jaboskova. Picked up here by McIntosh. McIntosh to Cece. Cece slams one forward. Trying to drag is going to be Heitzel. Up in the air it goes. Knocked down by the glove of Underhill. Loose change here to the near side. Bettel coming in. Heitzel tries to pick her pocket. Zealand tries the backhand. Missing on the shot is going to be Zealand. Back here to the near side. Picking her pocket is going to be Jaboskova. JJ gets run off here to the near side by Zealand. JJ picks up the loose change, hits Clifford. It's going to be Clifford along with Heitzel on a 2-on-3. Rika making a move around Underhill. Far side. Clifford heads to the slot. Rika hits the brakes. Right wing circle out to Nemke. Right point. Nemke goes, hits JJ, or Clifford rather. Clifford fires one forward. Glove saved by Peterson. No rebound given at 8:25 to go here in the period. Your lineup out now. Your lineup out there now is going to be Weaver along with Watson and Graby. Face off one to Graby, Graby to Karame. It's Karame and Nemke on D. Ava sends one down behind the net, wrapping around in the right corner. Graby on the forecheck now. It's thrown out of the zone by the Riverhawks and looking to set things up in their 2-1-2. Now it's a 1-2-2. Karame, right, left, hit the brakes around and tripped up there by the forechecker, Bettel. And on the far side, it goes to Weaver. Weaver looks to break it out to Graby. She does. 1-on-1. Graby, wide right with speed. Comes down, bottom of the right circle. One hands it. Look at those. Subs one in. Stayed by Peterson right in front of Lou Payne. And she's going to fall on top of it. We're going to get a whistle. And we got 3 white jerseys going after Kate Watson, and she was looking for the second look opportunity. Your lineup out there now will be Watson on your draw. Weaver heads over to the half wall. DeBus in the I formation behind Graby. Vasily high right point. Watson wins one to Graby. Graby trying to get to it first. Riverhawks get the piece of it. Here they're come up the near side. It's going to be Thomas up here to the near side across the blue line again in front of DeBus. Right wing side. Centering pass broken up there by Vasily trying to meet Urquhart. Firing a shot. Saved by Monk. Back to the point. Somerville patiently waiting on it. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Monk. Right in front of Blue Payne. Chopped out of there by Graby on the far side. Chip pass Weaver. Thomas looking to set up shot. Left wing side. Backing up is Watson. Out to the right point. Left point towards Weaver. Fires one forward. Intercepted by Watson. Offers stick to the far side for Thomas. Thomas collecting at 7:24. Over here to the near side. Somerville patiently wait. Fires a shot. Looking for the redirect was Urquhart. On the far side, it's going to be Weaver. Weaver trying to muscle it forward. Cut off by Thomas. Kept in by Underhill. Thrown off the end boards here to the near side. Vasily coming in against Urquhart. Puck slides over here to the near side. Past Graby. Out to the point for Somerville, who's going to wrap one down behind the net. Right to left. Into the left wing corner it goes. Sabres need a line change. Weaver trying to push one up the board. Knocked out of the air by number 16. Matthews. Into the hands of the Sabres. Here to the near side. Watson unable to clear. Out to the right point for Culligan. Culligan back in the right wing corner for Watson. Watson going to behind the net of Monk. Far side. Breaks it out to Weaver. Unable to clear. All the way in the left wing corner. Sabres much needed a line change here, folks. 6:41 to go. DeBus going to get to it. Off the here by the Zamdors. Kennedy stuffs the breakout. Off the stick of Vasily. Left wing hash marks on the far side. Vasily going to get to it. Chips it out of the zone. Unable to clear out down. It'll be Graby going to fire one into the chest of Dawson. Back to Kennedy. And they're good back up on sides. Getting back in the zone is going to be Watson. And we were firing a shot. Shot blocked by DeBus. And puck's going to slide down. Dawson going to go get it. And the Sabres get the much needed line change. Looking for the stretch pass is going to be Netherwood. Riverhawks blocked by McIntosh. Picked up by Sanderstrom and Silliman. Here to the near side. Sanderstrom on the forecheck. Silliman now on the forecheck. Far side. Out Monaco clogging up the middle along with Sergeant Schultz. Backing up Monaco going to cut off the girl at center. And Monaco's going to get the penalty here on the reverse hit. At 5:57 to go here in the period. And the coach from Rothesay Netherwood getting the business from the referee is Monaco had already been called for the penalty. Monaco heads to the sin bin for body checking. At 5:57 here in period number 2. I think the referee said something along the lines of enough already. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Stampin' and Wallander up front. Karame and Nemke on D. Stamp on the forecheck. Cross ice, here they go. Right, left point. Coming in against Nemke. Into the left wing corner, looking to go left to right here to the near side. Met by Karami. Right wing hash marks. Controlling is Urquhart. Urquhart at the blue line. On high point, poke check by Stamp. Out to the left circle. Knocked loose by Wallner. Poke check by Karami into the hands of Stamp, who's going to slide one down. Into the left wing corner, it's going to go. It'll be collected by the Riverhawks number 18, Culligan, who's going to hit the brakes behind the net as Stamp is going to be Wallner on the forecheck now. Here to the near far side, picked up by Stamp. Stamp going to pull it inside her own zone. Into the left wing corner it goes. Stamp wraps it around here to the near side. Picked up by Karame. Karame, left wing side, going to clear one down. Into the left wing corner, spinning dime puck. It's going to be Wallner getting there first. Wallner tied up in the left wing corner. Coming in is going to be Somerville, fished out of there by Thomas. Thomas of the Riverhawks pushing it up here to the near side. Backing up is Vasily. Rika comes in, met Thomas here at center. Thomas going to try to carry one in. Backhands one into the corner, Jalmussen style. Picked up by DeBus with 51 seconds to go. DeBus going to wrap one around far side. Kept in by the Riverhawks. Number 22, Kennedy. Back in the right wing corner. DeBus going to knock it off. Knock him off the puck. Picked up by Cece. It's going to be Clifford and Heitzel on a 2-on-2. Over here to the near side. Then Heitzel make a move around Kennedy. Bottom right through. Clifford has the net. Rika down the row. Right left wing corner now. Carries it up here to the near side along the half wall. Rika with good puck position. Carries it out of the zone. All the way back in. Top left of circle. It's going to be collected by Lace of the Riverhawks. Clifford on the forecheck now. Dropping it back to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Lace. Off her skates. Cece coming in now. Knocked it loose. Puck is picked by Bettel. Goes cross ice off the skates of Dawson into the hands of Heitzel. Heitzel tied up, but she carries up the loose change into left wing circle inside her own zone. Bounces around here. Bettel here to the near side. Heitzel hits Clifford. Clifford off the skates of Lace back to Heitzel. 4 seconds to go on that classic packaging PK. Heitzel picking up top of the right circle, trying to kick it out of zone is Shanahan. Monaco comes out and we are even strength. Right wing, left wing circle, sent behind the net of Monk. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz slams one over here to the near side. Monaco gets to the right wing half wall. Sent behind the corner by Lace. Back to Schultz. Schultz try to push one up here to the near side. Met by Watson. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz going to buff the skates of Lace. Back to Schultz. Schultz poke checks it forward to Monaco. Monaco going to slam one out of the zone. We'll get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 3:30 to go here in the period. 1-1 is your score, and the Sabres complete the line change. It'll be Watson along with Jaboskova and Weaver up front. Blue liners are going to be Schultz and McIntosh. McIntosh right in front of Sloan half wall. Schultz down in the I formation. Watson on your draw. Face off one to McIntosh. Here comes Sergeant Schultz. Schultz going to bounce one up off the glass. It's going to be Weaver in a foot race, but that's going to be an icing first. Down the left wing. No icing. It's waved off. Here comes Weaver. That should have been an icing, folks. Underhill going against Weaver. Weaver sends one forward in front. Out to the point for McIntosh. McIntosh fires. Just misses wide right in the corner. Into the end boards and smashing out to the right corner. Picked up by Gauguin. Knocked down by the Sabres. And McIntosh going to go to the sin bin here for the second period. Well, maybe not. It's going to be Jaboskova. Jaboskova headed to the sin bin. Body checking on Jaboskova. And that is the third penalty of the contest for the Sabres here at 3:08. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killers out there now are Monaco and Stamp, Karame and Nemke. It's going to be Lace behind the net of Peterson. Right to left, dropping it off for Kennedy. Stamp coming in now. Out here to the near side for Lace. Backing up is Monaco. Hit to the near side for Dawson. Dawson in front of Karame. Riverhawks trying to set it up. Bettel down in the left wing corner, met by Nemke. Out to the far side for Shanahan. Sent out to the point for Kennedy. Kennedy at the blue line. Making her way here to the near side. Fires a shot low. Tipped by the Riverhawks. Saved by Monk. No rebound given as it went off the end boards and between her legs. She smothers it at 2:35 to go. 1:27 remaining on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And a face-off to the right wing circle to the left of Monk's glove. And the Sabres change things up. It's going to be Heitzel and Cliff Dog up front. Vasily and DeBus on D. 2:35 to go here in the period. Heitzel on your draw against Dawson. Heitzel tied up, kicks one forward, trying to get it to Clifford. Clifford, one hands one up, tips one out of the zone. It's going to be Cece on the forecheck against Kennedy. Kennedy gets it first, and she blows a tire, and out of the zone, here comes Lace. Chip pass behind Vasily all the way down. That should be an icing. And we're going to get our whistle. We're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:21 to go here in the period. 1:13 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Face-off goes into the left wing circle to the right of Peterson's blocker. Heitzel on your draw. Clifford in the slot. Vasily and DeBus left and right on D. Vasily creeping in more towards the hash marks. Face-off won by Heitzel to Ads. Ads over to DeBus. DeBus at the blue line sends it over to Clifford, right wing hash marks. Clifford bounces it out to DeBus. DeBus back over to Vasily. Vasily left side fires a shot. No rebound given as she rips one into the chest of Peterson. 2:10 to go here in the period. 1:02 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Face off to the left wing circle once again. Rika on your draw. Cliff Dog in a slot. Vasily and DeBus on D. Face off one to Clifford. Clifford to Ads. Firing a shot in the left wing corner off the stick of Matthews. Collected by the Riverhawks. Behind the net, trying to dig it out. Clifford coming in on the forecheck now. Muscling back behind the net into the hands of Thomas, who's cut back here to the near side. Drops it off for Culligan. Culligan back to Thomas. Poke check loose by Heitzel. Heitzel with position, top of the right circle. Spins it over to Clifford. Clifford right side, first shot. That's going to be a Clifford short-handed goal! Let's check the replay, folks. That play was started by the fantastic forecheck of Rika Heitzel, who does a little Dennis Savard spinorama pass to Clifford, who buries one off the left side. It's a shorty, folks, at $1:47 to go here in period number 2. It's going to be Cece from Rika on a shorty here in period number 2. And it is 2-1, folks, and we are still shorthanded for another 39 seconds. Monaco making her way out there to take the draw, and she wins it cleanly back to Vasily. Vasily going to clear one down. Your other forward is going to be Savannah Stamp and blue liner Eloise DeBus. Behind the net, here comes the Riverhawks. Backing up is Monaco. Swung over here to the near side. Poke check by Sophia. Picked back up here by Shanahan. Shanahan cuts around. Monaco going to carry her over to the far side towards Stamp. Shanahan doesn't like it. Going to have to regroup. Sends it over here to the near side for Gauguin at the blue line. Met by McIntosh. Thrown away into the hands of Stamp. Fires one into the hands of Monaco off her skates. Monaco got roughed up there. She took a hit. She's going to go for the line change. Down in the left wing corner it goes. Stamp on the forecheck now. Push forward to Gauguin. Knocked down by Wallander. Coming in is going to be Stamp. Wallander collects it. Fires one towards the net. Wide right in front of Peterson. And we are even strength, folks. Here comes the Riverhawks. Wallander on the forecheck now. Gravy. Chipped over Silliman here to the near side for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz going to pick it up. Going to carry it behind the net of Monk. 53 seconds to go. Tip forward by Wallander to Gravy. Gravy and Silliman. 2-on-3. Gravy carries it in wide right. Silly heads to the net. Wallander high F3. Schultz holding left point. Gravy here to the near side. Chips it out to Schultz. Schultz left side going to fire one right back in behind the net for Silliman. On to the right wing corner. Puck travels over to Wallander. Wallander, bottom of the right circle. Centering pass broken up. Looking for Silliman. Is going to be number 19. Bettles going to get the center. Going to knuckle puck win in the left wing corner at 28 seconds. McIntosh behind the net of Monk. Left to right. Breaks it out to Gravy. Gravy backhands one to the point. Out of the zone it goes for Underhill, who tries to backhand one in his own Jalmerson style. McIntosh fires one forward. Silliman coming in. Popped loose by Somerville. Collected by Gravy, who's going to fire one back into the left wing corner. Down behind the net. Underhill fires one far side. Riverhawks carrying it forward into the hands of Dawson. Nemke slams one back up the boards. Knocked down by Dawson as she sealed up the wall, and that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Sabres 2 and the Riverhawks 1. As we head to our second intermission, folks. This second intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensonville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensonville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. depends on whether or not it... Welcome back, folks. Sorry about that. I went to start the third period. I had to take a phone call. Unfortunately, I got some bad news out of Florida. Rocky Monaco was injured in this contest and had to be taken off the ice. He's at the ER right now. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like it may be a broken wrist. Your lineup out there now as we get this third period underway is going to be Jaboskova along with Heitzel and Cliffdog. Your blue liners are going to be McIntosh and Sergeant Schultz. Monk has the net. There was 17 minutes to get this third period underway. And the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. It'll be Somerville inside her own zone. Pass Gravy into the hands of Schultz. Schultz off her stick inside, dropping it back down low for McIntosh. McIntosh playing catch with Schultz. Schultz to Gravy. Fires one out to the blue line, out of the zone, and sent right back in by Bettel. Bettel, New Zealand on the forecheck against McIntosh. McIntosh sends it in the corner here to Watson. Watson, left wing hash mark, chipped it to Weaver. Kept in by Underhill. Bouncing forward off the shin guards of Zealand. Picked back up by Smith. In the right wing corner, she's cut off by McIntosh. Breakout pass to Gravy. Up for Weaver. Weaver in a foot race against Underhill. Underhill going to get the position on it. Weaver on the forecheck. No call. They're going to get a hooking call on Weaver here to the near side. Somerville coming up. Chip past Watson. The netminder has the net. Smith breaks it up there, and it's going to be touched up by Gravy. And at 15:02 to go here in the third period, Cinnamon Weaver heads to the sin bin in the fourth penalty of the contest for the Sabres. Hooking will be the call on Cinnamon. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Monaco and Stamp, Karame and Nemke. Down behind the net, Dawson going to work right wing corner. Out to the point for Lace. Right side, back to Lace, high point towards Monaco. Firing a shot wide right of Monk into the right wing corner for Dawson. Dawson against Stamp, now out to Lace. Monaco and Stamp coming out, left wing side for Shanahan. Fires one across, broken up by Stamp into the right wing corner. Nemke comes in, trying to play from Gretzky's office. Is going to be the Riverhawks. Karame chopping it up there down the left wing half forward for Monaco. Monaco going to chip one out of the zone, and that puck's going to get cleared. Puck is on edge right in front of us, rolling all the way down. It'll be collected by Lace at $1:22 to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. Lace drops it off for Kennedy. Kennedy left wing side against Stamp. Stamp out to the far side. Cross ice pass into the hands of Dawson. Chip pass Vasily. Down bottom of the right circle. Fire one to the middle. Broken up there by DeBus. Left wing half wall. Heitzel coming in now along with DeBus. DeBus in the left wing corner. DeBus going to fire one and clears it all the way down here towards Peterson. Peterson going to catch it, and she's going to drop it off for Kennedy with 54 seconds to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. Timmy behind Kennedy, right wing side. Here up to Urquhart. Headmans it over to Thomas. Met by Clifford. Left wing side towards the bus. Fettering pass out to the right point. Coming in to fire a shot is going to be Bettel. On the back door, saved by Monk. Rebound in the far corner for Bettel. Bettel out to Culligan. Culligan back over to Bettel. Bettel first, saved by Monk. Knocked down right wing face-off dot far side. Picked up by Heitzel with 20 seconds to go. Heitzel's got Clifford breaking sauce over here to the near side for Clifford. CC going right wing corner. Fires one off the stick of Culligan by over the net of Peterson. Picked up here by Culligan. Left wing circle going to be cut off by Heitzel. Backhands it forward towards Somerville. Clifford on the back check now. 6 seconds to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. And it'll be Thomas walking it in. Left wing side. Sending in the left wing corner. Wrapping around near far side. And we are even strength. Poke checked out of the zone by Sergeant Schultz. It's Silliman on the forecheck. Shanahan breaks it up towards Zealand. Chipped off the boards into the hands of Heitzel. Heitzel pulls it back. Chips one forward to Silliman. 2 on 3 the other way. Joining the rush is going to be Clifford. Heitzel across the blue line. Silliman has the net. Backhanded towards. Saved by Peterson. Coming in is Silliman here to the near side. Going down is McIntosh. She blew a tire. Thrown behind the net for Lace. Clifford comes into the forecheck. Far side, Karame pinches left wing Hashmarks. Karame makes the move. Bottom of the circle. Stick poke check by Lace. Trying to fire one to Lace. Silliman is going to be Karame. Karame comes away with it. Left wing side slams it over here to the near side. It'll be Shanahan collecting it now. 12:22 to go. Graby coming out. Matthews collects the loose change. Knocked down by Nemke, and the puck slides into the left wing corner behind Monk. We're going to get a penalty on the Sabres, it looks like. Graby headed to the sin bin for, what's the call, folks? It was behind the play, so I did not see it. Body checking will be the call on Mackenzie Graby. That is the third body checking penalty on the Sabres at 12:13 to go here in the period. That is the fifth penalty of the day for Coach Murray's squad. Those of you in attendance at today's game, you get yourself a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. This penalty kill brought to you by our favorite box company, Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Monaco and Stamp, Karame and Nemke on D. Kennedy carrying it wide right, Stamp and Monaco clogging up the middle. And Kennedy going to slam one into the left wing corner for Bettle. Bettle against Nemke. Up here to the near side for Shanahan. Monaco going to cut off Shanahan. Left wing hash marks. Back in the left wing corner looking for the give and go. Monaco ties that up. Out to Kennedy left point. Monaco gets back on it now. Over the left wing side. Comes down Shanahan. Fires a shot. Saved by Monk. Rebound in the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke gets tied up. Going to come behind the referee. Gets the loose change. Tries to chip one out here to the near side. Kennedy going to keep it in. Left point. Kennedy walks the line out here to the middle. Sends it back over to Shanahan. Cross ice towards Stamp. Off the skates of Lace and out of the zone. The Riverhawks are going to have to regroup. 1:07 to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Over the left wing side. Shanahan met by Monaco. Center pass saved by Monk right up front. She's going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle as Thomas came through the blue paint looking for the second look opportunity with 57 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. 11:10 to go here in period number 3. Left wing side, Urquhart going to pick it up. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Heitzel and Clifford, Vasily and DeBus, and that was going to be set up by Vasily, who poke checked it loose to Clifford. Clifford to Heitzel's got 3 on her. Rika going to go down in the right wing corner, going to get the loose change against Somerville and Culligan. And Culligan finally knocks Heitzel off the puck. Heitzel comes in and forces Culligan to throw it far side to Somerville. Somerville cuts through the middle on the far side to Urquhart. Urquhart, left wing face at the fires a shot, saved by Monk, rebound in front, saved by Monk once again, and Zeeland fires a shot just in front of Aaron, and she makes the great save and smothers the juicy rebound that came down right in front of her at 10:39 to go here in the period. 25 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Sabres go for the line change. Out there now is going to be Heitzel on your draw, Clifford in the slot. It'll be Sergeant Schultz and McIntosh on D. Schultz on the half wall. And McIntosh to slot. Face off one to Clifford. Here comes Clifford. Makes a move around the Somerville, and it's going to be one-on-one in front of Culligan. Top left, so comes across the slot. Fires a shot. Shot blocked by Culligan in the left wing corner for Thomas at 14 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Thomas fans on it. Clifford trying to tie her up. Somerville coming in. Thomas collects the loose change. Saucer pass, over here to near side for Urquhart. Coming in is Heitzel on the right wing half wall. Urquhart going to try to kick one out of zone. She does a little flipper, but she gets back down to herself. Gets the center, going to wrap one in. All the way behind Monk. Monk going to slow it up, and we are even strength, folks. It's going to be the Sabres. Schultz. Cross ice pass for Heitzel. Heitzel against 4. Nick Heitzel versus Riverhawks. Heitzel, toe drag to the middle. Broken up there by Lace. Coming in is Jaboskova. Bouncing puck towards McIntosh. Who's going to collect it at center, and she's going to drop it off for Karame. Karame, top of the right circle, 2 on the forecheck. Bounces it out to the center, neutral zone for Lace, who fires one forward off the stick of number 9. Smith gets put into the wall. No call on the penalty there. It's going to be Wallander backing out there. Sanderstrom on up there in the joint of the rush. Jaboskova on the far side. Karame hits it behind Monk, hits the brakes, and they fly right by. Left wing circle. She curls back around now, reversing the ice to the far side. Hits Jaboskova. Right wing corner breaking out. Got Wallander here at center. Broken up by Lace. Thrown right back the other way. And it'll be Nemke going to get it in the left wing corner. Nemke goes cross ice over the stick of Wallander out the center for Lace once again. Lace going to go here to the near side for Kennedy. In front of Nemke. Looks to go. Top left shoulder. Looks to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Nemke into the right wing corner. Dawson going to go get it now. Sends it down low for Kennedy. Satterstrom coming in on the forecheck. Sanderson out to the cut off the centering pass is Karame. Karame bottles through a little bit of speed now. Here comes Ava, a little backhand, Jalmerson style out of the zone, no icing. That puck's going to slide down. It's going to be JJ on the forecheck. Lace going to throw one off the end boards behind Peterson on the left wing corner for JJ. Coming in is Watson. Jaboskova kicks it forward. At the blue line, Jaboskova hangs onto it, pushes one forward, intercepted by Kennedy. It's going to be Kennedy in front of Vasily, one-on-one. Shanahan joining the rush. Poke check by Vasily towards the bottom of the right circle. Knocked loose for Watson. Watson on the far side coming in is Weaver. Weaver slams one out of the zone. Picked Watson on the forecheck. Watson pushing left the ice. It's Watson with one hand. Watson in the left faceoff dot. Lace comes in over to Weaver. Weaver first shot off the post. No goal, he says. Let's check the replay, folks. We got it right here. We're going to see it right now. If that puck crossed the line, it's going to be Weaver fires one in off the back of the goaltender, and Peterson makes the save. No goal. Good call by the referee. Face-off going to go right here in front of us at 8:19 to go in the period. And I'm not sure. And coaches want to have a conversation. The referee says, no, it never crossed the line. I had it on the replay, folks. It did not cross the line. Not sure when she covered if she pushed it in the net, but you can't see it. So the call was correct, in my opinion, and I'm a Sabres fan. DeBus fires one from the point, saved by Peterson at 8:14, and we'll get a face-off right here in front of us once again. Weaver on the half wall. Watson on your draw, Gravy in the slot. DeBus and Vasily on D. Weaver right here on the half wall. Chipped over here to the near side, coming in is going to be Underhill. Chopped away by Weaver. Weaver pushes it back in the corner, collected by Culligan. Culligan left to right, chips over here to the near side for Underhill. Picked up by Matthews on the half wall. Over Gravy, kicked forward by DeBus. DeBus fires one off the end boards in the left wing corner now for Culligan. Culligan to the Riverhawks. Tries to break it out to Thomas. Gravy with the inside position. Pulls it back into the hands of Vasily. Vasily D to D DeBus. DeBus bounces one past the defender. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 7:45 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go all the way down to the right of Sunderbrook, I believe, into the left wing corner. It'll be Monaco, Wallander, and Stamp up front. McIntosh and Schultz on D with McIntosh on the half wall. Monaco in your draw. Face-off won by Monaco here to the near side, but it's picked up by the Riverhawks in Somerville. Down behind the net, Schultz coming in. Centering pass up front. Broken up by Monaco. Zealand tried for the one-timer. Schultz collects the loose change. Backhands one to Wallner. Bounces over to stick of Somerville. Wallner's got a step. Here to the near side. Right wing Hashbrooks. Head of the net is going to be Stamp. Wallner up to Monaco. Monaco first shot. Saved by Peterson. 7:25 to go. Let's check the replay on that one. That was a nice chip play. Wallner rushing up the ice. And it's going to be Wallner comes in, looks for Monaco right up front. Monaco with the one-timer and Peterson with the sliding save. At 7:25 to go here in period number 3. It's Monaco on your draw, flanked by Stampin, Wallner left and right. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Chip pass Wallner out to the point, kick forward by McIntosh. Knocked free by Shanahan. Monaco comes in. Dawson gets the loose change, sends it forward to Kennedy. Shanahan picks it up in front of McIntosh. Fires one forward, saved by Monk, directed to McIntosh behind the net. McIntosh hits the brakes. Left wing circle with a little bit of time and space. McIntosh looking for the far side. Poke check by Culligan, picked up by Monaco. Monaco left wing side against Dawson. Monaco hits the brakes. Out to put a point for Wallner, broken up by Bettle, chopped free by Shanahan. It's going to be 3-on-1. Side up in front. Picked up here by Karami. Over to the back. We're going to get offsides. Will be the call as they had an odd man rush at 6:51 to go here in the period. It would have been a 3-on-2 as the Sabres had back checkers. Face-off just outside the zone, right by the penalty boxes. It'll be JJ, Heitzel, and Cece. Karame and Nemke on D from left to right. Face-off won by Heitzel to Clifford, or JJ into the corner, knocked down by Karame. Poke check loose by Heitzel, picked up by Cliffdog. Clifford over to Jaboskova. Jaboskova pushes it inside. Run off by Culligan, picked back up by JJ. JJ fires one to Weitzel. Weitzel to Clifford. Clifford comes in, first shot off the crossbar in the left wing corner. Pinching in hard is going to be Karame. That's got to be the third post here in this game for the Sabres. And Peterson should be kissing the net after that one. Dawson breaks it out to Kennedy. Kennedy in the Sabres territory, top of the left circle. Looks to toe drag, fires a shot wide right into the end board glass out for Jaboskova, trying to push one out of his own. She does. Cross ice for Clifford, just missing her stick. And the Underhill and Clifford going to work. Dashed out of the zone by Underhill. Bettel throws it into the hands of Nemke, who goes to Karame. Karame to Jaboskova, tip forward past Somerville. Inside the zone, picked up by JJ. JJ left face off that, comes up, fires a shot. Rebound here to the near side as it went over the crossbar into the right wing corner. Out to the point for Vasily. Left on, picked up by Underhill. It should not be offsides at this point. And looked like they tagged up on side. Back out to the far side. Bettel against Mads Vasily. Picked up here by Urquhart. Tried to fire a shot over the crossbar into the glass for Clifford. Clifford bounces one to Heitzel. Heitzel up to Graby. Graby in a foot race against Somerville. Graby comes in with position. Right wing corner. Drags one over to the far side. Fights through the check on a half wall. Coming in is going to be, and we're going to get a penalty on Mackenzie Graby, folks. It's going to be touched up by DeBus at 5:25 to go here in the period. High stick will be the call on Mackenzie Graby. That'll be her second penalty of the period, folks, at 5:25 to go here in period number 3. And the Sabres are shorthanded once again. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Monaco and Stamp up front. Vasily and McIntosh on D. Right point. Lace over to Shanahan to Kennedy. Firing a shot. Saved by Monk. It went high. Picked up by the Sabres. Thrown out of the zone. It'll be Monaco on the forecheck as Peterson going to play it behind her net. Leaving it off for Kennedy. Monaco backing up. Let Kennedy bring it around here to the near side. Kennedy fakes left towards Monaco, going to carry it up. Goes cross ice to Bettel in front of McIntosh. Monaco looking to gum it up to Shanahan. Left wing Heshbrook. Monaco poked it loose. McIntosh going to run off Shanahan. Loose change behind the net for Dawson. Dawson over to the far side for Lace. Lace back to Dawson. In front of Stamp now. Out to Lace, high point. Kennedy on her left. Lace comes in, goes left wing half wall for Shanahan now. Met by Monaco. Out to Kennedy, left point. Kennedy working it over. Try to get it back to Shanahan. Back to Kennedy. Monaco looks to fire a shot wide left of Monk off the inboards for Schultz, who slams it back to the corner. Into the left wing corner for Dawson. Met by Schultz, who's going to clear one down. Stamp clears that one down. 55 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK, and the Sabres get the line change. Kennedy, far side, in front of her own blue line now. Out to the far side for Thomas, in front of Karame. Karame and Nemke on D, and the forwards switch it up to Heitzel and Clifftop. Out to the left point for Culligan. Culligan walking it in. Fires a shot. Saved by Monk. No rebound given. At 38 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. 4:03 to go here in period number 3. Left wing circle face off to the right of Monk. It'll be Heitzel on your draw. Clifford in the slot with Nemke. And Karame on the half wall. Rico wins it over to Ava. Ava behind the net, wrapping around hard to the far side. Picked up by Summerhill. Met by Clifford. Into the corner for Thomas. Poke check by Nemke. Picked up by Clifford and down the right wing half wall. Back in the hands of Thomas. Centering pass broken up by Heitzel. Heitzel up to Clifford. It's a 1-on-1 with Clifford. Now 2-on-1 as Heitzel runs the rush. Clifford goes there. Heitzel going to blow a tire. Looked like she was tripped up. They're looking for a call. They didn't get it. It'll be Somerville behind the net now at 9 seconds to go. And it's going to be Culligan or Bettel here to the near side. Nope, make that Culligan. Over to Urquhart. Met by Heitzel, far side with 1 second to go. We are even strength, folks. Firing a shot blocked up front. Going down is Zeeland in the left wing corner for Urquhart. Knocked off the puck by Nemke for Heitzel. Heitzel tied up by Zeeland. Far side looking to go here in the left wing corner at 3:12. Slamming it up towards JJ. Puck's going to slide all the way down. It's on edge. We're going to get an icing that slides towards Peterson. No icing, waved off. Lace coming in. JJ picked up the interception as she tried to send it behind the net. Coming in is going to be Jaboskova. Jaboskova comes over. She's got the bus. Sends it over here to the far side for Vasily. Fires a one-timer over the stick of Peterson for Weaver. Not get to it first is Shanahan, met by Watson. Watson in front of the blue paint. Knocked loose by the Riverhawks. Matthews pushes one forward to Lace. Chipped, or going to be Somerville rather. All the way down to the right wing corner, going to be DeBus against Smith. DeBus boxing out. Coming in is Vasily now. Down behind the net, picked up by the Riverhawks in front of Monk. She's going to make the save. Puck slides bottom of the right wing circle. Knocked free. Trying to break it out towards Weaver was going to be Watson. And it's going to be Jaroskova coming up with Weaver. Weaver tried to push one forward. Intercepted by Matthews. Dragging one forward is going to be the Riverhawks. Knocked down there by Watson. Puck slides over to the far side for Bettel. Trying to make a move around McIntosh. And Bettel, number 19, throws it behind the net of Monk. Sergeant Schultz, left to right on the far side. She's got Weaver all the way across. Stretch past the blue line. Sanderstrom has the net. Weaver comes in high slide. Fires the shot wide right. Rebound off the end boards here to the near side at 2:06 for Somerville. Somerville met by Sanderstrom. Sanderstrom to the point for Weaver. Weaver back to Madrid. Madrid, she's got to go in the corner and Watson down behind the net of Somerville with just under 2 minutes to go. It's going to be Culligan now. Culligan breaks it over here to the near side for Kennedy. Met by Gravy. Poke check loose for Madrid. Madrid at center. Chips one forward past Culligan. Gravy on the offensive side and picked up by Madrid. Back to Gravy. Gravy trying to drag one forward. Picked up by Somerville now in the slot. Somerville in front of her own blue line. Cuts back around Gravy here to the near side towards Wallander. Headmans into Kennedy. Top of the left circle. Back in the hands of Somerville. Met by Wallander. Wallander left wing hash marks. Trying to send one back off the end boards. It trickles around to the right corner for McIntosh at $1:27. McIntosh fires one. That puck's going to bounce all the way towards Peterson. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. To the left of Monk. Monaco going to take your draw. Stamp and Silliman in the slot, and we are going to get a timeout here by the Riverhawks with 1:22 to go here in period number 3. This timeout brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the timeout, folks. Welcome back out of that timeout, folks. There's an empty net in our midst, right in front of the blue paint. Out for Gravy. Gravy over here to Weaver. Weaver at center, going to fire one. Shot blocked by Kennedy. Weaver with the inside position. Weaver going to work right to left on the far side. Cut off by Lace. Heads it out to the blue line in front of Watson. Kennedy going to cut off by Watson. Watson gets cut off, and we're going to get a penalty on. Who's the penalty on? High stick is the call. Weaver is going to the box for a high stick. Weaver with the high stick. That is the third high stick of the game. And now Weaver is going to get an unsportsmanlike with 53 seconds to go here, folks. So at 53.0 seconds to go here in the game, the Sabres are going to be shorthanded once again. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres parents. It's 6-on-4. Your penalty killers out there now are Monaco and Heitzel. Shot blocked by Monaco. Picked up by Urquhart. Coming in for a shot. Saved by Monk. No rebound given. Huge save by Aaron Monk with 37.1 seconds to go here in the third. Faceoff goes to the left wing circle to the right of Monk. Monaco and Heitzel. Up front, Nemke and Karame on D, and Monk having an equipment malfunction. So she's going to do what she's got to do to get her mask back on, right? Monk trying to get that helmet fixed. Aaron finally gets her helmet back on, and we'll get things set back up. Left wing for circle draw. Monaco going to take your face off. Heitzel in the slot with Nemke. Karame on the half wall. Monaco against Dawson. Chipped out to the point for Kennedy. Kennedy walking it over to the middle. Towards Monaco. Shot blocked by Monaco. Off the stick of Karame. Left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke tried to slam one here to the near side for Monaco. Monaco backhands one out of his own. 24 seconds to go. That puck's going to slide into the left wing corner. It'll be Lace going to get it with 20 seconds. 6-on-4. Lace. Up the board she goes. Intercepted by Karami, who slams her right back into your side. 11 seconds, it's Monaco on the forecheck. Urquhart against Monaco. Monaco going to force her to go right to left far side. Met by Kennedy. No INT call on there. In front of Heitzel. Heitzel going to cut her off at the blue line. Top of the right, she goes towards Karami. That sound is the end of the game. Your final score here at MedStar Health Iceplex, Capitals Iceplex, is going to be the Shattuck St. Mary's Sabres 2 and the Rothesay Netherwood Riverhawks 1. As we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap. For the home team, Rothesay Netherwood School Riverhawks, penalty on number 8 in the first period, Bettel roughing at 12:03. Culligan went to the sin bin in the first period at 7:26, and Bettel again at 4:19 in the first period. The lone goal scored by Urquhart at 12:53 in period number 1. For the visiting and victorious Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, 7 make it 8 penalties, folks. Your first penalty, high sticking on Vasily at 12:03 in the first. Monaco body checking at 5:57 in period number 2. Jaboskova body checking at 3:08 in the second. Weaver goes to the sin bin for the hook at 15:02 in the third. Gravy with back-to-back penalties, body checking and high sticking at 12:13 and 5:25 respectively. Weaver high sticking at 53 seconds to go, and an unsportsmanlike misconduct at 53 seconds remaining in the third period. The goals scored by Madigan Nemke, assisted by Julie Jaboskova and Rika Heitzel on the power play, and your game winner scored by Claire Clifford, assisted by Rika Heitzel with the shorty at $1:47 in period number 2. Once again, your final here in Washington, D.C., the Sabres 2 and the Riverhawks 1. We'd like to say thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow. One game on the broadcasting schedule. Make sure we got our times right here, folks. It will be at 10:20 a.m., I believe. Well, let's make sure. I don't think that's right. The schedule has changed. Let's see if we can get this thing back up and running. It'll be, yes, it is 10:20 tomorrow morning. The Sabres are back on the ice. Down in Fort Lauderdale, for those of you that are Chicago Phantom fans, the Phantoms won their second game of the day, I believe. But unfortunately, Rocky Monaco appears to have a broken wrist. We shall see as we get the report from down in Florida. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. And as we sign off for the evening, as always, good night, Minnesota Lakers, Grandma, wherever you are.